All right, everybody. Hello and welcome back. I'm 𝐤𝐩𝐢𝐬𝐤𝐤, the host. Good to be back with you guys. This is episode 9 of Athlete Interviews, and today we've got a special guest, Tyler Kartchner. Welcome to the show, Tyler. Thanks for joining us.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, so Tyler's a senior, part of the men's basketball team. He is from Draper, Utah, so a little bit away from home, but like I said, glad to have him on the show. So let's just jump into it. So from Draper, Utah, across the country, how come you chose SVU?
So it's kind of a little bit of a longer story than just coming straight to SVU from Utah. Um, I spent my freshman year in South Dakota at a NAIA school called Presentation College, and after my freshman year, it just didn't really turn out super well, and I just had this really strong feeling that my wife and I needed to look elsewhere to go to school and to play ball, and so reached out to a couple coaches and some schools, and I heard back from Adam Wardenberg, the previous coach, and my wife and I had this really strong feeling that we needed to come to SVU, and so we went from Utah to South Dakota, then all the way to Virginia, and so we just loved the school, the program, and just everything that SVU offers, as well as just being further in the South, and just love the area too. It's been great.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's a big change, definitely going from one side of the country to the next, but it's
Yeah,
awesome.
absolutely.
Alrighty, what is just your favorite thing about playing at SVU and being part of the men's basketball team?
Just for me, it's just been the connections. I mean, this is my third year here, and there's only two other guys here that were here my first year. One of them is one of our coaches now too. So Jake Wilson and Alex Weiland, they're the only guys here that were here my first year, and I really think that they're my brothers. I mean, the connections that I've had has been amazing, and so especially with it being a smaller school, I've had classes with all these guys, and I just spend so much time with them, and it's just been great. It's been a wonderful experience just growing closer with these guys.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's always good to have those brothers there and lifelong for sure too.
Absolutely.
All right. So what would you kind of say to maybe some younger athletes that are looking to continue their college career and even come out to SVU and be part of that?
I would absolutely recommend it, but with a warning that it's a lot of work. I mean, it's my wife and I talk about this all the time that realistically basketball in school is my full-time job. Right now she's the one that works and provides for our family, but we talk about basketball and school as an investment. That right now she's working so that eventually once I graduate that I can work, and but this is its own full-time job. It takes a lot of time out of the day, and it's a grind. And so I mean, if for those guys that are wanting to continue their education and play the sport that they love, I would absolutely recommend, especially here at SVU. But be ready to work, and so but it's good.
That's awesome. All right, so obviously you've been there for 3 years. You've accumulated a good amount of memories and things like that. What would you say is kind of your biggest and most favorite memory or moment you've had being a Knight?
um Man, that's it's kind of hard to narrow it down like that, but um I have been lucky enough that my all 4 years of college so far that I've been married, and now my wife and I just had our first child. Her name's Scotty. And I think just my favorite moments have been able to just have those two at these games all the time, be able to look over at them cheering for me in the stands, and be able to go up to them after the game, and just to have their support here. It's just been great to just see them there supporting me, and just to see their smiling faces when I come out of that locker room.
Yeah, that's awesome. It always gives you, a little extra to play for when you see your baby over there, your wife over there on the side. So
Absolutely makes me play a little bit harder.
yeah, there you go. All righty. So as of now, we're a little more than halfway over the season. This team is something special. As fans are watching, and obviously you probably know, but what's special about this team, and what's kind of just made you guys be so dominant so far?
Man, you said it exactly right. I really believe that this is a very special team. I mean, it's hard for a brand new coach as of last year to come in and make all these changes and to be able to try to implement his own play style and his own culture. But I got to give a lot of props to Coach Bevel and Coach Ballstead, as well as Coach Wilson now too, that they have just worked their tails off to get us this far. They they have done a really great job of setting us up to succeed, and they've just given us all of the tools that we've needed to be as successful as we are. And I mean, Coach Bevel has said, or he said recently that we don't really have any stars on our team. That we all have a role to play, and we all. I feel that we are as successful as we are because we all understand our roles and we all succeed in those roles. And so I feel like all of those things together have really given us the success that we've gotten thus far. And so I'm just it just goes from every single person on our team. And this is really just a special group of guys that all work hard every single day in practice and in shoot arounds and weights. These guys know what it takes to win, and so it's just has been very very much a special season. I'm really grateful that I've been able to have a team like this for my senior year, and so it's been awesome.
For sure. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, back on the season, you guys have won numerous close games right at the end, and it's been some awesome games. But just kind of going off that, who in the conference are you guys kind of eyeing as to we need to beat those guys, and if we beat those guys, we're looking good.
I mean, honestly, the majority of our conference is like that. I mean, we just it's all pretty even, and I mean, it's conference play is completely different. Looking at it coming into conference with the preseason, in my mind, I was like, man, we are the top dogs, man. We and everyone else is also pretty close up there with us. But once you get into conference play, everybody ups their game, and it's tough. I mean, we've been I like to follow these other teams that we play pretty closely, and I mean, Greensboro just beat Mary Baldwin the other night, and Mary Baldwin is right up there with us record wise. And I mean, we just got a lot of teams in our conference, but I would say that Mary Baldwin, NC Wesleyan, and Pfeiffer are pretty much the ones up there with us.
Awesome. That's awesome. It'll be a great run for the playoffs and that conference play. It'll be awesome to watch, and I'm sure
Absolutely.
you guys are excited for that. Just one kind of last quick question about the team. What is it like playing in the barn with the home fans and all those guys around you? Just from your perspective, how is it playing in there?
Man, there's nothing like it. I mean, in exhibition games, I've played in D1 stadiums, I've played in JUCO stadiums, I've played in high school gyms, and the barn is something special. I mean, with having all of our fans right next to our bench right there, it's just the energy in that arena is insane. There's nothing like that, and so it's just it's just a very special thing to be able to play in the barn and to have such support from the school and from the students and faculty here. And it's been a blast. I love playing in the barn, and I mean, you can see we're undefeated at home this season, and I really feel like our fans are a big reason for that.
That's awesome. Yeah, hopefully you keep up that winning streak right there in the barn. Hold strong.
Absolutely.
One's rooting for you. Alrighty, just jumping over to some fan questions here. Who are your top three centers you'd say of all time?
Oh
It's a hard
man,
one, but on the
it,
spot.
it is tough. I mean, man, um, my number one center of all time, I'd have to say Shaquille O'Neal. Man, that guy's dominant, and so he's definitely number one. Um, then I have to give number two to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That sky hook is unguardable too, man.
Sure.
It's crazy. And then for my third, you got to give respect to the man who's won 11 rings. Bill Russell has got to be up there too. So I'd have to say those are my top three right there.
All right, those are pretty good right there. Alrighty, on the team, who would win in a dunk contest?
Ooh, man. I got to give that shout out to my boy CJ.
All
CJ
right.
Good, he's got some crazy hops. I mean, if you just watch him in warm-ups, he's hitting windmills, 360s. He's hit a couple East Bays. Guy's crazy. And I think he's only like 6'2", 6'3". And
Gotcha.
so to get up there like that is insane. So 100% him. I don't think there's anyone on our team that could even match that. him and I argue all the time that I like to say that I'm a better dunker than he is, but I got the basic big man package, and so
Yeah,
just the two hand off
there
two, just jamming that. But
you go.
CJ definitely would get me in that.
It's awesome. All right, there you go, CJ. There you go. All
Yeah.
right, so then just another one. This was a big one. You guys are in the locker room getting ready for a big game. Who are you giving the ox to?
Ooh. See, there's a lot of guys on the team that got a good taste in music. I mean, Eli tends to take aux all the time, but he's got some weird songs. But I'd have to say DJ. DJ's got some good music. He's got a wide variety, and it's just he knows how to bring some good vibes. I mean, they call him DJ for a reason.
There you go, exactly. All righty, sweet. And then so just wrapping it up, this is the biggest one we've had. Are we gonna see you shoot from downtown this year?
you know, I've been thinking about that a lot, and a couple of the freshmen on our team have asked me that same question. I've told them that if I don't shoot a three all throughout conference, I got to give one my senior night. And so if you don't see one until then, I'll give you guys one on senior night. Hopefully it goes in.
Awesome. Well, I'll be waiting for that one. I will for sure be watching that one.
There we go.
Yeah, alrighty. That kind of wraps things up. Is there anything you want to say to family, friends, or Night Nation?
I mean, I just want to give a shout out to all our fans. I mean, we couldn't be where we're at without you guys, and I'm just really grateful for all the support that we've gotten this season so far, and I'm just excited to finish out this season. And then I mean, our coaches, Coach Bevel, Coach Ballstead, Coach Wilson, just keep trusting in us, keep supporting us. We really appreciate you guys, and my guys, they're my teammates. They've just really appreciate all the love and support that we've gotten from them, and we just got to keep working, close out this season. And then lastly, my obviously want to give a shout out to my family. I'm really grateful for all that they've done for me and my wife. She's my biggest supporter, and I definitely wouldn't be where I'm at today without her. And then obviously my daughter Scotty, she's just the light of our lives right now, and so we're just grateful for all of them, and really grateful for all these people I have around me.
That's awesome, man. Well, again, I really appreciate you joining the show today, and best of luck with the rest of the season. Everyone's gonna be watching. We're hoping for the most success for you guys and the team. And thanks again for joining.